station, and we're on our way. So you can see the seats are quite nice. You have these tables that fold out. They get quite large. And so we should have a nice, relaxing train ride for the next few hours. Hey, little Becky, how are you? Can you hear me okay? Let me know. Let me know how the audio is, how the video is. We've got lovers saying their last minute goodbyes from the train station. Good morning from Pakistan. Well, good morning. Ab kaise hai? We have our French, Arabic speaking friends as well. Hope you're doing okay. G'day, Euro. Hey, Brett, good to see you. As a matter of fact, I was just watching some games from the Australian Open, which was quite nice. So the train is not taking off for another 10 minutes. So it's not very scenic when we first leave the station, but then once we get out of the vicinity of the train station, the view turns quite nice. So I purchased my tickets about 2 minutes before boarding. The controversial Australian Open. Is it controversial? I quite enjoyed the game. I watched a Canadian beat a German, which was quite nice. Denis won the match in 3 sets. Second set, Novak. Oh yes, Novak was controversial, yes. So we had one of the best tennis players in the world have his visa canceled to Australia, and because of that, he was deported and not able to play this year. He also has a 3-year ban on re-entry to Australia. So we'll see if he goes back next year for the Australian Open. Tennis Australia thinks he'll be back next year. Glad you're watching it too, though. Yeah. Yes, I enjoyed watching it. The match was very riveting. Was won on a second match point, 3 sets. The second set was particularly difficult. Was won 7-6, but he came back from behind. I think it was 5-3 at one point. So here we are in the station. So the train on my left is going to Belgium. This train is headed for Germany. So first stop, Germany. Second stop, a surprise. But I'll probably do a broadcast tonight from the second location. This is Paris. So this is so Paris has a few train stations. This one is called Paris Nord, so it's in the north of Paris. It's on the Monopoly. If you play French Monopoly, it's one of the railroad stations in French Monopoly. So there's 4 railroad stations in Monopoly, so they chose 4 of the Paris stations. Trying to remember where it is on the board. I know. Can't remember now if it's the 3rd square. I think it's the 3rd square, 3rd railroad square. So there we go. So we are taking off in 10 minutes. So the trains tend to leave on time. That's one of the nice things about trains. So I had the option to fly or take the train. The cost is the same. if anything, the train might be a little bit more than flying, but I find it so much more comfortable. Oh my God. The big seats, the big tables, not having to go out to the airport, not going through security, all that type of stuff. The train's pretty quick, yeah. So definitely a lot less hassle. It's a relaxing trip instead of a stress-filled trip. So it really just depends on the distances on these short to medium runs. The train works out better. You're heading to Denmark? No. First Germany. Germany is the first stop. Whew. Oh, after Germany. That's a surprise. But you'll see it tonight. Tonight. So what do you think? It's quite nice with these tables, right? And you see the table folds out. Oh well. Let me see. 947. Oh, has a little light. Has electrical outlets. Yeah, it's very comfortable. You can see they have a nice headrest. Voldemort. Does that do some kind of permanent damage? Oh, the Belgium train is taking off. Oh, Happy Gora sent us a bomb. Thank you. Is there a bar food car? There is. So it's immediately adjacent to this car. So once we take off, I'll head over to the dining car. Are those air vents below the window? I believe they are. Yes, they are. Those are air vents. You see, they have overhead storage, and then they also have storage at the ends of the car. I'm in Paris. Would a stranger be sitting across from you if the train were full? Yes, because I'm traveling alone, so there would be a stranger across from me if the train were full. But I don't think I'm not sure they're even allowing the trains to be full at this time. As you can see, there's like plenty of empty seats. Look at that. There's 4 seats altogether that are empty. Is that your bag on the other seat? I do have my bag on the other seat. Or I have one of my bags. I should probably put it in the overhead, but I have my iPad in there, so I'm going to pull it out at some point. No, because there's a bag in the seat. Yeah, exactly. So the seats are assigned. So when you buy your ticket, you pick which seat you want. So it's not like people just sit randomly. You sit in assigned seats, just like on a plane. Of course, people can move around and do move around. But you can see it's fairly spacious. Certainly a lot more spacious than a plane. So we are taking off in 5 minutes. of liftoff. These people running looked a bit frantic. Yes, because they're just getting aboard the train now. The train is leaving in 4 minutes. So you have to get, find your seat, get your luggage stowed away, stuff like that. So these people are probably, look at that, they're just arriving. So they don't want to miss the train. Did you pick the try the same with a better view? So no, I didn't. Basically, I just asked for a window seat with the table, because you see, some people do not have tables. Like you see over there, they're just in regular seats. Where I have this long table to work on. No train waits for no man. Is it a TGV? So I think that's a good question. I think it is a TGV to Germany. I'm not 100% sure though. So there's the train whistle. Apparently it's a 3-minute warning. I didn't even know they had that. We're about to take off. Sent a burst to Euro. Well, thank you, Bernie. I appreciate that. Brian Wong. Hello, sir. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Duffy the Tiger. Enjoy your train ride. Thank you. I think he was just told to step back from the train. He was too close. That makes. You've certainly been getting around. Yes, I was thinking about that. I've done so much traveling the last 12 months. Planes, trains, and automobiles. All you need, now you need a friend so you can use that table for cards and drinks. I know. Look at that. Table, oops. The table doubles out, so you have a nice bridge game. Doing well, thanks. Okay, well, that's good to hear. So, Brian, are you using HAPS quite a bit? I need to use HAPS more myself, especially for viewing other people's broadcasts. Oh, there goes the bell. 2-minute warning. There goes the 1-minute warning. Choo choo choo, we're about to take off. Have not tried yet. Oh, okay. This is the second time I've used HAPS in as many months. Brad, I know what you mean. You love that SNCF jingle. Craig and Mary. Oh, the train is taking off. I'm sitting in the forward direction, which I do prefer. Where are we today? So this is Paris. So this is the north of Paris. You're missing some good streaming, says Bernie. I know, right? So there you go. So you can see, as I was saying before, it starts out very industrial. But then it'll get more scenic once we get outside of the Paris suburbs. pick up some speed. What's your mainstream chat app these days? I feel like I used to watch you on Periscope. I'm sure you used to watch me on Periscope. So right now I've sort of been splitting my time between YouTube Live, Haps, and trying some new apps out. Simon will be working on an Android version of Heckle soon after he's implemented RTM input for us drone guys. It's coming along great. Yes. So Heckle's another one that's a great app. Have you picked up some French? Yeah, I managed to pick up some French. Picked up some French, picked up some English, a little Dutch, a little German, a little Hebrew. How's Hap? Never used. Well, you be the judge. I'm using Haps right now, so from a broadcaster's viewpoint, it's fine. Easy to use. It's portrait only, so if you're looking for landscape, it's not for you. Of course, if you do YouTube Live, you can do it in landscape or portrait. Mark Hoffman says hi from Orlando, Florida. He implemented tapping hearts recently. I saw that. So that was a nice addition. You can see the train personnel going by. So now we're starting to pick up some speed, guys. We got some nice speed going. Happy Gora sent us a 1. I don't know if you guys can see the speed, but maybe you can. You can see things going by quickly. Have a baguette, yes. Should we go, maybe we should go over to the dining car. What speed are you going? I don't know. On some of these, this one doesn't seem to show the speed. A lot of the trains will show the speed in like a little display. Oh, we got the dining room. No, we'll have to come back later. The dining. They're bringing us food and drinks, so they bring the food and drinks to your table. Just ask how fast. Yes, I can ask someone. Do they have toilets? I think we have a dining car over here. So here we have a little. Wait, is this a dining car? Oh, it is a dining car. So you can order food here. Bonjour monsieur. Est-ce qu'on peut savoir la vitesse?
la vitesse.
Oui.
Bon, si vous avez une application...
Ah oui, mais c'est pas affiché.
Ah non, dans les nouvelles rames, les prochaines rames qu'on va avoir, ça sera affiché. Pour l'instant, non.
D'accord.
C'est le moyen de GPS. Là,
À peu près.
on est entre 120 et 160 dans cette partie de ligne. Après, une fois qu'on est pratiqué, c'est qu'on commence à voir l'aéroport, on commence à rouler vers 285 à 300 suivant.
D'accord. Merci.
Voilà, c'est à peu près ça. Quoi.
Merci. Okay, so
dans l'aéroport.
okay, merci. So it's going pretty slow right now, but he said once we get out a little further from the airport on, we'll be going around 300 kilometers an hour. So that's pretty nice. So as it stands right now, we're still just under 200 kilometers an hour, but then we'll hit 300 in a little bit. So I would say it doesn't bounce very much. I don't know if you can. Let me try to hold it still. So you can see there's a little bit, but not very much at all. So that's how they got these high-speed trains, is because the tracks are like very, very straight, and so that allows faster speeds. You gonna slap someone or what? Why should I slap someone? So anyway, so this is the dining car. Now, because of the COVID restrictions, you can't actually eat in the dining car. You can order food and drinks, but you do have to take them back to your seat. Food and drink is included in the service, so they'll bring it to our seats. But if you wanted additional stuff, you could do that. I think we had some people from Reddit join us. Shout out to the Reddit people. How long is the trip? I think it's like, I really don't even know. I think it's 2 hours. 2 or 3 hours.
N'oubliez pas de vous munir de vos titres de transport. Nous sommes heureux de vous annoncer que le Welcome Bar est à nouveau ouvert en voiture 24 au milieu du train. Nous souhaitons un agréable voyage. Dames en heren, goedemorgen en welkom aan boord van deze Thalys-trein met bestemming Essen. Onze eerste haltes zijn de stations Brussel-Zuid, Luik-Gimain en Aken. Wij herinneren u aan dat het dragen van een paspoort verplicht is aan boord van onze treinen en in alle stations.
So this train doesn't have the speed displayed on the train like some of the cars do. Ask someone for a croissant. Hope you're going to my country. Well, my first stop is Germany. So if Germany is your country, that is yes. You have to open the door yourself, talk about peasant traveling. So that is a good point. Some of the trains do have automatic doors. This one is not automatic, but yeah, some of the trains do have automatic doors.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome aboard this Thalys service to Essen main station. Our first three stops will be Brussels, Smeddy, Liège-Gimain and Aken. We would like to remind you that it's compulsory to wear a mask on board our trains and in all the stations.
You do have to wear masks, of course.
If you move around on trains, don't forget to take your ticket with you.
Sing, sing, sing. Oh, I see. Ali Dagan just subscribed. Well, thank you, Ali. I'm so confused. I'm not quite sure what sing, sing, sing is, but that's awesome. Germany still got the Berlin Wall. So the Berlin Wall was taken down. I think there's some small fragments still up as a reminder. You're from Belgium. Heard the intercom. What does that say? Heard the intercom say thou art headed to Brussels. I don't think so. I mean, maybe it is. I don't really know. This train is mostly going to Germany. There may be some stops in Brussels. I did have a train right next to me that went over to Belgium. I'm from Belgium. Half heard the intercom saith. Mark Hoffman, are you ever coming back to Florida? Mark, thanks. That's a great question. So I will come back to Florida at some point. I don't know when. I am thinking, now that travel to the U.S. is allowed once again, I am thinking of going back to the U.S. This year, waiting for the Omicron to come down a little bit. But I think my first U.S. trip will be to New York. Maybe I'll do Florida on that same trip. Damn, your voice is sexy. Well, thank you, Hostoy. I made the jump to Hap's smoother picture than YouTube for sure. Now that is interesting. I think you were the first person to tell me that the video is better on Haps than on YouTube. Interesting. Scroll up, says Brett. So I must have missed a comment. Oh yes, one day you might come to Australia. Not holding my breath though. So I would love to go to Australia. I'm actually kind of surprised that I haven't so far, but yeah, we'll definitely have to put that on the list. Maybe I could do that this year. That would be awesome. So the Habs has a smooth picture on YouTube. My daughter, as you know, went to your country. Yes, that's awesome. How is she liking France?
Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to welcome you into book of push number 24.
How's the Paris situation? You were on lockdown last. I turned into your stream. Yeah, so we're no longer on lockdown, but they did just pass a new law which requires vaccination, basically to go to any public place. If you want to go to a cinema, a theater, shopping centers, stadiums, basically any public place, you need to show that you are vaccinated. In the past, you needed to show a vaccination or a recent negative test, but they're no longer taking recent negative tests. You have to be vaccinated. You have to be fully vaccinated. I think she preferred Prague more, but she still loved Paris. Ah, yes, Prague is quite nice. Can't fault her for that. That's what I should do. I should take a trip to Prague. It's quite nice. You have the Saint Charles Bridge. As you can see now, it's just sort of countryside that's going by very, very quickly. So over the last 12 months, even though I live in Paris, I've spent very little time in Paris. Maybe 2 or 3 weeks, but spread out over the 12 months. Usually like sometimes just a day at a time, a couple of days at a time. The most has probably been like a little over a week. Do you have to show it for the train ride? And I'm guessing you'll have the same terrible paper card to show. So we don't show any paper cards. Everything is done through a digital passport. But yeah, it is because. Bonjour.
Merci beaucoup, monsieur. S'il vous plaît. Alors, par contre, pour votre appel téléphonique, je vous demanderai de passer votre appel depuis la plateforme. Parce qu'en fait, ces
Ah oui,
espaces-là sont
d'accord.
des espaces silence. Hein,
Ah,
s'il vous plaît.
d'accord.
Regardez, c'est marqué là.
Ah, d'accord, d'accord.
Nous
D'accord.
invitons à utiliser votre téléphone. Soyez prêts. Merci.
Are you guys still there? Are you losing French accents? You haven't done that much lately. Yes. That is true. Uh, an Orangina. Oh, yes. Do you like those orange drinks? I'm not actually a big fan, but I'm not really a big fan of fizzy drinks in general. Looks like around 250. It could be, yeah. He said once we get out, it's gonna. He said it would vary between 280 and 300. So maybe we're up there. Would still prefer bouteille de vin. Yes. We have a lot of wine, a lot of cheese, a lot of wine. We kind of passed through a champagne country. Surprisingly, you still have data connection. Yeah, the data connection seems pretty good. All right, well, Wi-Fi on the train. I'm not using the train's Wi-Fi, but they do have Wi-Fi on the train. So I'm just using my 5G connection right now, 4G, 5G. So this right now is 4G. So I don't know why it's on 4G, but it's on 4G, not 5G right now. Well, I think I'm going to get some drinks. Unlimited data plan, I hope. It's not unlimited. It, it's possible to get unlimited data plans in my state, but it's pretty rare actually. Most people don't get unlimited. But we get the equivalent of what's called unlimited in other places. So, we get like 100 gigs, 300 gigs. So essentially unlimited. Thanks for sharing your. It's been appreciated. Enjoy. Well, thank you, Brett. Thanks for stopping in. I think I'm going to end this broadcast so I can get some food and drink. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.